Oh my God, guys. We fucking did it. We fucking did it, bro. We did it. I'm gonna let everybody come on here in a sec. This is fucking crazy. Live in front of you guys, live in front of everybody right here, live in front of everybody. This is fucking crazy. This is really fucking crazy. Like, bro, like the fuck? $100 to 28 fucking $100 in fucking 4 days. $100, bro. 100 fucking dollars. 100 fucking dollars, bro. In 3-4 days. $2,800. This is my MT5 right now. This is it, guys. This is it. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys like an look about all the signals right here, guys. I'm gonna go on Discord right here. Now I want you guys to see it. Now this is even the GU I'm running right now. You can see that I popped that in like around, that was like 30 minutes ago. You can see the signal came in like, my entry, my SL, my TP, my RR, my balance, my max loss, my max win, my margin, everything. Now, even the USDCHF yesterday, even when I had it to the trades, like everything was there. You can see when I had it to the trades right here. You can see I was running first entry right here and I had it to the trades somewhere around here, right? And it was just like that. Like this was where we had it, like, this was the first entry, right? Like this was the first entry. Like from the bottom, like you can see it. Like this is USDCHF, like you can see it, right? So this was the first entry. This was like, even when I popped it in, like you can literally see everything. And I don't manually come here and send all these things. All right. So I'm gonna show you something like that. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. This is the Discord, right? Let's go back to my MT5. Okay, let's go back there. And let me show you guys something. So I'm just gonna move the let's just move the TP. Like let's move the TP to like, somewhere around down here, right? I'm gonna click yes, move it in. See what happens on the Discord. Guys, see what happened on the Discord. Do you see it? Like, do you see this? Instantly, it shows. Do you see that? Like, old TP now, new TP is this. Like, who does this? No one will ever be this transparent. Like, when I started this, at first I was like, I think this is a mistake, right? I mean, like, I was thinking like that, right? Because I was just doing dumb shit. Like I was, sometimes I would try to like, I was trying like in the middle of deciding, do I want to use a swing strategy for this? Do I want to use an intraday strategy? But with the intraday strategy, loss dot constantly like, really, really fast. It stack up like really, really fast. But with a swing, it takes time. And what if you hold for like a couple of days and, just kind of like, the downside to swinging, right? Like I was kind of like in the middle of, I was switching. I was trying to look at which one actually works. Then I found it. So I'm not gonna kind of like let you guys kind of like have the neo section trades. Like I want to let you guys have the neo section trades. So the trades that I take from 1 hour before New York Open gets sent to you guys. But any trade I take from Asian section and anything like that, I'm not gonna send that to you guys because those are low quality trades and I shouldn't be even trading. But because I had no job, trading is literally all my fucking life, guys. So yeah, sometimes I want to do it, sometimes I want to do it. So I don't want, but I want to do that at my own fucking risk, not at you guys, expense, right? So that's why I'm not going to really send. So we're going to focus on the New York section trade. So again, I mean, like it's New York. So let's go straight to the chat and let's get you guys some trades. All right. Let's get you guys some trades. Now, number one right here. I mean, I love the whole idea of the XY. The first thing you have to do is look at the XY. Like, that's what you have to do. Again, like, what are we looking for, right? So when we come on here, we are looking for W formations and M formations. And especially, like, we want those W and M formations to happen around the London high or the London low. So again, if we have an M formation, we want to see that we're trading above the Asian section, right? Now, when we have the M pattern, now we're gonna hope New York section comes in, right? When New York section comes in, they take out the London eye, and that creates a perfect M with a solid divergence, and we can play into that. You can look my stream from Friday. You're gonna understand a lot of things. a lot. Like, it's gonna be life changing. Like, if you really understand it, it's gonna be life changing, because every single day you're gonna be able to print like 1% every single fucking day. Now, you can use that on a profit. You can use that any way you want to use it. All right. You can go watch the previous stream, take your time. That's why I try to limit it to like 1 hour, on every single fucking stream. Because what? I want everybody to be able to come back in every time and kind of just watch it and say, you know what? Let me even watch how this guy trades. That's kind of like why I'm putting everything back. I'm capping everything at 1 hour, maximum, right? So again, like USDCHF right here. So again, what are we looking for? We're looking for what? We're looking for what right here? We're looking for a W formation. We don't have any yet. So where should we be looking for the manipulation leg? So now what we're gonna do is, first of all, you have to figure out, okay, good. You know what? Where is the London high? This is the London high right here. This is the London high. You can see this is the London low, right? This is the London high right here. Now, what are we looking for right here, guys? What are we looking for? Now, I can't really, because we can't really do anything. We can't do anything right now. New York is just coming in, right? So what we can do now, the play for today is going to be very, very simple, all right? I don't want to try to sell this, right? But since we already did the first leg right here, okay? So again, let's just kind of build this from yesterday, right? So NY section played out nicely. You can see yesterday. This was a London low. We didn't really do anything yet because we already did the low. Like, just watch yesterday's stream. I break this down perfectly. Now, Asian comes in. We have a high right here. We have another high right here. So this high right here, Asian come in and do this. So what we're expecting is this whole thing is an impulse correction. And wow, we're expecting another impulse leg. It is that simple. So now I'm not going to buy. So I'm going to buy that impulse leg. Now we know if we have one to like this, we want to see one, right? And go back up. Now, ideally, what we want to see is, you want to pay attention to this leg right here. This is this leg. This is the leg you're looking for. Nothing else. All right. So now, what is this leg going to do? What we have right now. So what are we looking for? I'm going to take this trade. USCHF is going to be one of the trades we're going to take today. And I really want it. I'm already running GU right now. GU might as well kind of go. But guys, for instance, let me go back to my MT5 so you guys can see the entry in SL right here. You can look at that. But again, look at that. Let's get back to trading view. Let's get you guys an entry. So if we go back here, if this pull back a little bit, guys, I want you guys to pop in the trades. All right. I want you guys to go in on your trades because we could actually do that. All right. So, but when this pulls back, I want you guys to pay attention and take your entry right there and put your stop loss above the London high right there. It is only logical to put your stop loss above the London high, right? So that's that for those people that are looking for entries and want to be on the same trade I'm in. So again, I will always tell you guys where the best entry is at. I will always tell you guys that, because of course, if you miss it, there are going to be multiple entries, guys. You don't have to rush it. Okay. Your new entry is going to have to be somewhere around here. Okay. Somewhere around here. What pair am I running? I'm running GBP/USD right now. This is GBP/USD. If I go back to my MT5, you can see on the pairs, you can look at the pairs right there. Guys, look at this. This is GBP/USD. You see this? Look at the pair. You don't have to ask me, what is the pair? What is the pair? Every single fucking time. You're going to have to do that. All right? You do not have to do that. This is the pair, GBP/USD. This is my lot size. But you don't have to copy my lot size. I mean, I don't know. You guys are not trading the same amount I'm trading. So, just figure that out. Or if you use my tool, if you join the Discord, if you get approved, you can have all my fucking tools, everything for free. So that's just it. Anyways, let's go back to trading view, right? So now that's gonna be a re-entry for this, but let's go back and break down USCHF, right? Because it's one of those trades that really matches what we want to really trade for the day. Do you understand? It's one of those things. So what are we looking for right here, guys? Now we're looking for USCHF so we count this low right here and instantly we get back up and recover, and we can now buy from this leg right here, but only with the condition of we have to take out this low right here, guys. We have to take out that low. We have to see a manipulation from the London low or the London high. But in this case, since we are pretty much looking for a next impulse leg to the upside, we are looking for manipulation of the London low. Do you understand that? So we can get that and we'll reject. So we kind of put a condition if this happens, this is what we're going to do. But I don't want to take, I'm going to take this with the hope that this is going to happen. No, we want to see it first. That's why it's always good to react, I just want to react to whatever it is we have. So I want to have the structure in my head. I want to have the visual structure. I want to know what I'm looking at. I want to look at the direction of the market. Now, when I have that in my head, now I want to see price candle by candle follow that pattern. Now you can see we are going straight down to the London low right here, which is very, very good. Now that confirms, okay, good. This could actually be the corrective structure, right? So a sweep of this low and the rejection back up will be validation of what we actually think, which makes this old leg right here a concrete corrective structure. Do you understand? So we could actually now have that massive, massive impulse leg that we have been waiting for. So that's gonna be that on USDCHF. But again, without looking at USDCHF, you want to really like put all these things together like properly, real fast. Just look at the XY. So what do we have on the XY, right? Now I don't think the XY is really gonna want to weed this out, but if it does that, even better, right? I don't think it's gonna do that, but if it does that, it is better, all right? But I think DXY is gonna fix above the previous daily high. Now, if DXY fix above the previous daily high, that is so fucking good for us, man. Like, because that is so fucking good. Because now, again, if you go look at yesterday's stream, I really break down the importance of the previous daily high and the previous daily low and why you cannot mess with it. Okay, now, back in the days, I would have kind of like, okay, we were testing the previous daily high and we would have kind of like gonna short this. But this is not the 4 hours time frame. So you shouldn't even be taking a counter trend trade. So let's talk about that, all right? If you're trading intraday, you should try your best to never engage in any counter trend trade. Like, okay, we know that, okay, good. Look, this is supposed to calm down right here, right? But now for me to say, okay, I want to take this short, hoping it's going to sweep the London high. Now that's kind of like, that's crazy. You shouldn't do that. All right. So what you want to do is, what is the entire situation? What is the context of the market right now? Right now, this is going to be a corrective leg. Now, what you want to see is you want to make sure you're waiting for those confirmations that really does say, okay, good. I think this could be a corrective structure. And if I'm right about the corrective structure, that means I am looking at a potential play that could lead to a massive, massive leg up. So now you can see how to think about that. You like, do you understand that? So that's kind of like how you do it. Like, that's kind of like how you think about everything. If you trade intraday, ignore all the counter trend trade calls. Like, just ignore the signals and everything like that. All right. And on the daily side of things, I should think DXY should have the potential of going to the upside right here. That's what I think. That is really what I think. So, and I don't know if it's going to do that. But the only way we're going to know if he's going to do that is taking out this low and maybe rejecting back up and fixing above the previous daily candle. Do you know what it is? To fix above the previous daily high of yesterday's candle. And now we have price first rejected and back up and fixed above it. Do you know what that is? So that means the trend, all right, to the upside is just solidified, like has been solidified for that particular day. So you should not mess up. Like, we should not mess with it. So the moment we fix above the previous daily high, there's no need looking for the London low sweep again. All right, all you have to do now, look out for potential pairs and stuff like that. So again, if we're looking at a sweep here, what does that mean? That means EU, right, could do the sweep. So what we're expecting on EU, so we're expecting price go up, right, reject back down. Now on EU, by the way, right, if you're watching this right now, only engage on EU after this happens. And now we are now touching the previous daily low right here. All right, because that would mean, okay, good, coming down with the proper volume and the proper momentum, like we need to be able to break this level right here. But again, first, we want to see the price grab a lot of volume first before we start coming back down. So that means we're not just coming down with a weak volume. We're coming down with a very, very solid high volume, right? And that can lead to a massive, massive leg down. So again, if you're looking at DXY, manipulation to the downside, we're looking at what? Your USD manipulation to the upside. And if that happens, then reject back down below. And again, if you look at your USD right now, you can see we have the 800 EMA and the 200 EMA at the same point and at the same line with where the London high is. So we having a manipulation from that level right there and coming back down is going to be a very, very solid price action that we can actually play. Do you understand? Like, so you can actually that is just that just confirmed itself. Do you understand? So that's going to be a play you could be looking at. So that's one play right there. You don't have to rush it. Just wait for it, okay? We are in on GU right now. If you have a pullback, guys, take it. All right? Because at that point, we're going to be pulling back. Now, we're going to have not only Now, at that point where GU is going to be pulling back, right? Now, what do we have right there? At that point, what do you think we have? So now we have a structure where EU is taking out its high on the day, right? To come down. But on GBP USD, what do we have? We have something that already broke the low and is pulling back. So it's not even near the high or the high of its of that particular day. So it's nowhere near its own high. So this eye right here is this eye on GU right now. So we are not only having good clean price action, now we're having divergence between two currencies, and that can be massive. All right. So the fact that we can spot that glitch right now even make things even easier for you to play, which is why I said, look, if this is pulling back, this is where you guys can get a new entry. Now, when this comes in, you guys should take it. Just take it. Just retake it. All right. So that's going to be a new entry for those who don't take new entries on GU. This is it. Now let's look at USD. Now in USD, this is very, very simple. All right. You don't have to think too much about this. Let's look at where this EMA is. Okay, so let's look at where the pullback. So again, we are currently trading below the previous daily low right here, and we fixed below it. But again, the scary thing on this one right here is that we already have divergence between the lows. So we have the first low, we have the second low right here. So, and this leads to a solid divergence, which is, we cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore that particular thing. Let me see if my mic is moving. Okay, good. My mic is good. All right, so we cannot really ignore that signs. So again, what we can do right here, I think, generally, since we already have a divergence, I don't want you shorting into it play that we already have divergence on the lows. So I don't want you guys shorting into it. And then if we didn't have a divergence, then this is going to be a solid play to take that back down to the downside. All right, again, what you could do if you kind of like an Hey trader and you're looking for my opinion, now it could be you waiting for what? A sweep of the London eye right there and a massive rejection back down instantly. That could be something you can play. Now, when you take your trade right here, you could put your stop loss somewhere around here, right here, okay, at the 200 EMA, and just kind of like, grab that 1 to 1.5 really quickly on the day and hang your day right there, okay? So again, that just confirmed it. Like, if AU is going to go, so NZUSD sort of kind of like, NZUSD sort of like, given that, pattern right now about on pullbacks. All right. So we might pull back, but again, generally, I would say we have much more cleaner plays that we can actually take on the day than actually force entries on this ones here, right? That already have those lows that we don't want to mess with. So that's just it. So now let's look at the OG gold right here, guys. What is my opinion on gold? I mean, last night I saw this, I'm like, when we have a divergence between the London low, the New York low, and the new Asian low, if you have a divergence between those two lows, that would always lead to a massive corrective leg, especially when we were coming down from a really, really large impulse leg from the previous day. So you can see yesterday's NY section, we had a very massive impulse leg. We had a low right here. This was yesterday's low, right? Now Asian coming, we wick it out. We create a solid divergence on this low. You can see that. You can see how big this is. So that just tell you that gold today is gonna be about completing it. I thought I removed this pain. Oh my god, bro. I thought I removed the panel pain or something like that. Where's that? Where the fuck that is? Let's look at cameras. I got always invincible. Apply to all settings. All right. What the fuck? What did I turn off? Navigation. I think this is it. Okay. Always invisible. Apply to all. Okay, good. Now that's good. All right. So again, what do we have on gold right here? Okay. So again, we have to look at gold. When it comes to gold, right? We can see gold already taken out. Right, intraday wise, just looking at the structure, right? It's just not really something I want you guys to play into. All right, I think for now, I don't want anybody to play into this. Let's look at what USCHF is doing. USCHF, come on, can we take out that low? We need to take out that low. Come on, you're almost there, bro. You're almost there. You're almost there. If I get that good pattern on USDCHF and we can fix above this level right here, I'm interested in it. All right. Two things you can do: you can wait and see that structure manually put this in, or we could go on MT4 right here, MT5, sorry, and I have to look at USCHF, right? And what I could do is, oh wait, let me look at this, the position right here. All right, so what I could do is I could say, you know what? I could put a buy stop right here. So I could put a buy stop on this. So this is it. It's a buy. So I could put a buy stop right here. So this is what I could do. All right, I could put a line right here. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put turn this off. I don't want you to move that. So I want to take this out right here. So buy stop. So this is a buy stop. This is what a buy stop looks like. Do you understand? So we can take this. Come on, buy stop. Good. So you can see this. Let me see that go there. All right. You saw me punch in this order right now. Look at this. Let's go back to Discord and let me show you what this looks like. So you can see this. So you can see new order USDCHF buy stop. Do you see that? USDCHF buy stop and my entry, my SL, everything you need to know. Do you understand that? So that's pretty much just it. So I'm not keeping anything here, not manipulating anything here. It's all there. So yeah. Again, USCHF, looks like it's gonna do that stuff. So, what is G doing? Is G gonna give you guys the new entry? I think G is gonna give you guys the new entry. But again, I really want to see EU kind of like take out that eye. I don't think anybody should do anything on good right now. But if you want to risk it, if you want to risk it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. I don't want to show you guys. I don't want you guys selling impulse leg directly like this. The first thing I want you guys to do is sell it on something, sell it on a specific signal. It could be a signal. It could be something you just don't want to hold that. Okay, good. This is a demand zone. You don't want to do that. Sell it based on the reaction. Wait for the reaction and sell it. Don't just sell impulse leg with the hope that, okay, good. It's going to reject at this level. All right, this is it. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to think like that. I don't want you guys to think about it like that. Do you understand? So what we can do here is you can wait for a solid pin bar, and as soon as we close below the London high right here, now you could now look at the price action and say, you know what? Now you can now look at the price action again and take the entry if you really like go that much. Or the other things, since this is a corrective leg, right? Now on the corrective structures, you can just do something like this and cut this. Doing this doesn't mean I'm waiting for a trend line touch, anything like that. No, what this means is that it lets you know when price action is weak, right? And we are now kind of like, likely to come back down. Do you understand? And that might be in line with the London low, and this could come like this, and we could fix below the 200 DMA right here, and that will be a sign for you to sell this. Do you understand? And when you sell it, you are looking at the 4-hour key zone right there. So that's just how you should take gold right now today, at least, because we don't really have so much we can base it off. We can really say about it, and the price action isn't really that clean. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's clean, but it's just kind of like not clean in terms of where your stop loss needs to sit at. Do you understand that? So if I put this in, I'm not going to be keeping this around the previous daily high right here. But if I do that, the 800 EMA is there. So that's like a magnet. So visually, I put my SL where volume needs to be taken out. So why do I want to do that? So that's why you need to really, really wait to let things settle in. And because this is just the start of Neo session, you don't have to push things, you don't have to force things, just let it go. Do you understand? So that's just really it. So that's it. Now we just gotta wait. Let's see how this is gonna play out today. I don't think I'm gonna lose today though. Might take time, but I think I'm still gonna win. I think I'm still gonna win. We really need that. We really need that London high taken out. We really need to take it out. I think we really need it. Like we need it bad, bad, bad. If we don't do that, it's not gonna be. We might be just be playing with a. We might be playing into a weak volume, and that might reverse very, very fast. You know. So that's really it, though. That's really it. And now that we're almost back below the freaking 28 DMA on the, I know you guys can see that. Okay, good. Now that we're back below the freaking 20 DMA, 800 DMA on a weekly, now that we're back below it, that's dangerous. You know, that could spike like a large sale, bro. Like that could really trigger a large fucking sale. And right now, based on the pattern we have right now, so what does this look like? This just look like what? If you look at this, so we have a high right here, one impulse leg, come down. Now this is a corrective leg right here, right? We have two highs right there, information. So we are looking at this right here, to be honest, like guys, we are looking at EU to touch the two 800 DMA and 200 DMA right there. So every single day when we come here, we have to make sure we're binding a line of this trend. Do you understand? And when it's time to correct, you have to really show what we are kind of like, you know, putting that with the entire analysis and be able to grab a trade and be able to kind of like, you know, stay out when we are in a corrective leg on the IFM frame that almost looks like, you know, we might be going up. So we can stop shorting and kind of like, you know, now buy with it. Again, if we're going to, let's say we drop, right? Now, if we're going to correct on this day, let's say we're going to kind of like, okay, so this is what we have right now, right? One, all right, two, now we have this one. So let's say we drop first. Now we're going to do this corrective leg right here. Now on that day, what that is going to look like on the intraday days, you're going to have a clean buy intraday pattern. So those pattern is going to look like, so this is what that pattern is going to look like. All right. Buy intraday pattern is going to be one here. So I'm going to give you two scenarios right here on buy intraday pattern. So we're going to do two boxes right here. Okay. Buy intraday pattern. This is what it is. So it could be one, right? The buy intraday pattern is going to be price coming back down here. Now, weak on the low and the buy. Do you understand? Then Asian section coming again, London section with the low, then back. So this could be this old corrective structure here. This could be the play right there. Now that's the first scenario, right? That's the first scenario. And the second scenario could be, okay, one right here, London kind of came in, like, you know, they took out the high right here, they took out the low. Again, it's just gonna be this. All right. But you're gonna see it. If not that, then you should expect something like this. On that day, we could have our previous day high right here. Now price could be situating like around above the previous day high and just kind of like a continuation leg during near section. Like those are kind of like, you're gonna see the signs that you're wrong and this is a corrective leg. You're gonna see the signs there. Do you understand? So I'm not guessing. You don't have to guess it. You just have to, like, you know, stick to the rule. Like, you know, look at it and stick to it. Like, this is the most easiest way anybody could trade. I guarantee you, if you understand this is the most easiest way anybody could fucking trade. And this thing that I'm sharing with you, I know a lot of people talk about it, but they kind of like talk about it randomly, rather than kind of like, you know, visually, like, you know, put in their representation in it. Because now you can say, like, I really draw stuff. I don't manually label stuff. So what level, since everything has been automated, the level I see yesterday is the same level I'm going to be dealing with today. Everything is consistent. So there is no manually drawing the trend line. There is no, because if you manually draw stuff, years of trading, after having traded like for so many years, if you manually draw stuff, it's gonna be fucking difficult to be consistent. It is gonna be fucking difficult. Like, I'm gonna tell you that. So you have to, if you have a winning strategy, you have to make sure now, you have to get it to a point where now you're not manually doing a lot of things with this strategy. Because when you do a lot of manual things on the strategy, now it gets difficult, consistency get difficult. Do you understand? So make it that you just have to come, look at it and just act on it. You can see, look at everything I've done. I've never have to draw anything. I just kind of like, look at it. What the levels I need is already on the chart. All I have to do, put the information together, read the context, build a narrative, and see how price reacts, and look for what really confirm that narrative that you had. All right, and move with that. That's just how it is. Now we're at 11 on USDCHF. We should be taking out the low right now. Is DXY doing that? I really love this to be quick today. I mean, like, this is just kind of like, starting of the Neo section today. So, gold. So we're not looking to short anyway. So we don't really care for what it's doing. I mean, we're on a short, but I don't want to short on this because we have nothing. We have nothing to work with. Like, there's literally nothing. So we need price to kind of like, give us more data that we can actually work with. Do you understand? Like, we need to wait. We have no data right here. We have no clean information. We have nothing. We have no divergence. We have nothing. All right. So we can't even say anything. We can't even say anything. But I think if this comes back down, we can actually, like, now do something from then on. All right. So you're right here. So we're looking at it. Well, what do we have a news in 5 hours? What news do we have in 5 hours, bro? What news do we have in 5 hours? We have a USD news today in 5 hours. FOMC meeting minute. I don't think that's a regular FOMC. No, that's not gonna do shit. I think that's Thursday though. I think that's gonna be a Thursday play. Yeah, we love how USCHF kind of like, is doing it. So that should be good. That should be really good. So that's what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're looking at. So let's see how that plays out. DXY almost there. Okay, almost there. EU almost there. Almost there. Everything's kind of like almost there right now. GU rejecting. Now we have that new entry right there, guys. So if you guys still want to take it, you can look at this and, try to take it. All right. You can look at that and try to take it. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Almost there. We just took it out. All right. All right. There's just okay, that was fast. That was really fast. That was really fast. I think that's pretty much what we want to see here today. I think that's it. So we just took out the long and low right here. And if you look at that low, pay attention to that low right there. That form of that divergence right there, right? So now we have the low. Now we're waiting for rejection back up. So we need that pink candle right there to close, and we can work with that. All right. The moment we fix above the baseline, that's where our entry is. Nothing crazy. So that's it. So again, guys, you can re-enter the trade right now, guys. You can re-enter the trade right now. So just do this in GU. Might go up a little bit, but with the momentum we have right now, I don't want you guys, just do something like this in this line and drag it all the way down. Drag it all the way fucking down. So we are pretty much looking at what? Yeah, just drag it all the way down. Take it 1 to 1.6 right there. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. That is it. That is it. We're just waiting right now. Yeah, I think that's it. So we're just waiting. Let's see how this goes. We need that rejection. I mean, we could short into it, like I said, but I don't want to take the counter trend trade and assume the leg is going to come and it just starts spiking up. So I don't want to do that. Again, what can I do here? Let's see where GU is. So this could be a play. So the moment we start seeing GU kind of like, situating, like, fixing around anywhere inside this box, now we're going to have to start reanalyzing the trade. We have to start looking at it again from a different point and say, you know what if this is a recovery? What if this is a continuation trade? We have to start asking ourselves a couple questions. All right. Maybe we have to leave it. Maybe we have to close it. Maybe we can cut our loss, something like that, just along the line. So that's just it. So let's see what this is. So that's what it is. That's what we got. Gold at the previous daily high right now, I guess. EU looking good now. I mean, that's pretty much where we need to be at, to be honest. USDCHF, what are we doing? Let me know, what are we doing here? So we just had like this massive candle leg down, right? We just had this leg down right here. And, it's forming empathic divergence right there. So GU, okay. Is there still a chance that GU might be looking at the London eye? Is there still a chance? I don't know. But we just have to look at DXY right now. If DXY reject back up, I don't think GU has the momentum to just go on its own right there. This is not London section. All right, I think it's gone. If this was happening during the London section, I would be scared. I'll be kind of like, and I'll be looking towards closing the trade. You understand? Because that could really just spike out and kind of like just take out that higher really quickly. And take out that higher really quickly. And yeah. Have you guys ever seen a green monster trade? Green monster drink? I mean, I just saw it. I never even knew, they had one. They had a green. All right, I think I love this. I think I love that rejection, but we can't do anything until we fix above. Kind of close above the London low, we have to close above something around here. And after that, two conditions: close above the London low and fix above the baseline. All right, you see how this is painting green? You see how these vertical lines are painting green? We want to see that same green on USDCHF. Do you understand that? Now that's gonna be game over, bro. Game over. I hope you guys got in on the GU. Just don't worry about it. Just get in. If this is not moving, we're gonna close it anyways. Just half loss way. I mean, like if I close halfway, I'll lose $250 out of what, $2,500. That's what. That's pennies, bro. From an account that we started with a fucking $100, bro. Can you imagine that? Can you guys imagine that? Oh my God, USDCHF, please don't go. Don't make a new low. Just reject. Come on. We already 30 minutes into New Year, bro. But you see that? Were you guys here when I spoke about AUD USD? Like, do you see it? That's just pretty much it, Maybe you can do a little extended leg right here, just to kind of top the this thing here, the 800 EMA right there. It could, but it's not the cleanest. I mean, we have like USDCHF like really clean and really matches what we're looking for. So I don't see any point trying to like frustrate someone else. This is a really good trade though. This is a really good trade. You know, 4-hour wise, I could actually just take it, you know? Let's see what that would look like, guys. Let's see what that would look like, you know? But first, let me take out the, what is that? Oh, wait, why did I have to buy stops? Shit. I gotta take out the buy stops first. So while we're looking at if we can actually, guys, I mean, I would have loved if that this EU leg, right? Sort of, what is it doing again? I mean, I would have loved if this EU leg was touching this zone right here. Then yeah, I'm just gonna take a trade right there, put in the stop loss here, and writing all this down here. Do you understand that? I would have just loved that. I would have really just loved that. So now we didn't have any choice than to wait. We just gotta wait. We have to fucking wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. Let the game come to you. I mean, this is good because if I have to look at, I mean, like, no, if I have to look at this and this is going to be the middle point. So of course it's makes sense why you could, you know, reject from then on. But I would love to have like something to anchor this with, like not just playing based off. Okay, you know what? This is 50%. It should reject. Well, I mean, I get a better entry there. You know, you might get a better entry, but do you think it's gonna work out? You might get a better entry. Always, it's not about the better entry. I think the whole industry is failing because everybody's trying to look for a better entry. Do you understand? Trading gets difficult when you start looking for a better entry. You look for better entry when you want to go super aggressive. You don't flip it account. All right, that's when you go aggressive. That's when you start looking for a super better entry. Like if I was gonna flip right now, I would just put one trade right here, and as soon as I see London leg right here, I will pop the rest of the trades in. 100%, bro. 100%, I will pop the rest of the trades in. So just to quickly get a 4-5x at the stat. Donnie. Wait, you're not in yet? I don't know. I thought I would check. I don't know. I would check it. Good right here. Man, where's this CHF? You can do it, bro. You can do this. Come on, give me that rejection, bro. Give me that rejection, man. No, bro, I don't know what's going on. St. Eju, like Joe Corey, I don't know. Really? St. Eju too? Like, you guys haven't had your ticket answered? They said everything is good by our end. Donnie, sorry, who said everything is good by your hand? Was it Alex or Vantage or your broker? Which one it is? I've just been feeling this level of peace recently. I don't know. I mean, like, I used to read a ticket myself, but I would take a look. I would take a look, man. I would take a look. Oh wait, let me see. Uh, EU? Are we rejecting? No, we're not rejecting. All right, it's okay. DXY, are we at least doing something good on there? Yeah, I think it's good. Come on. You can reject, bro. Reject. Reject, man. Just do what? I need that entry. I need it bad. I need it bad. Are you guys in on GU yet, though? Anybody in on GU? GU doesn't, this is difficult, bro. This is really difficult. I mean, even if I'm up on GU right here, am I up? Oh no, I'm not even up. Oh, that should just blew through my entry, bro. But okay, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. No biggie, bro. No biggie. Mm, mm. This is gonna take some time, especially when we have some minor news coming. I don't know. In 5 hours, I don't think our news could do anything though. But again, we are trading the 50 minute, not the 4 hours. So we have to at least consider the possibility that I may actually do something, If GU start processing and trading inside this and fixing, I'm not just gonna look for if it start trading and rolling back and forth inside this box right here, I might have to close. I might have to just close and wait, Do you remember the USD that we talked about? You can see the London high got taken out right there and it's already rejected now. And I won't be surprised to see this just off this reaction right here go all the way down. I won't be surprised. I wouldn't really be surprised. I don't think, God damn it, bro. 1701, gold at 78. Was that is that a rejection? Gold at 78. What was it the last time? No, it's not a rejection. Bro, at Discord, I'm not able to see the trades. No, you have to verify to see the trades, bro. You have to verify. But again. Do you guys know that? It's not like I'm posting trades or anything like that, right? Like, literally, I'm just basically like, the same trades I'm running on stream, I just gotta like, close it later in the day. Like, because I don't want to keep the stream very, very long. So, for instance, right now, this GU trade right here was on stream, right? I gave you guys on stream, all right? I showed you my entry and everything like that. So the only transaction that comes in after this is just the close transaction. So everything is happening on everything is happening on the live. Like you have much, you just have to pop in on the live. That's just it. Like, you don't have to be on the Discord every single one time. Like, you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. So you can just be on the live. You don't have to stress much. And that's it. And just listen. And just listen and just understand why and where the validation needs to be at. That's the only thing. I like how this is looking. So I'm not going to get my rejection back up today. I'm using Just Market. So, I mean, why would you want to copy my trades and with the margin percentage and everything like that and not use the same broker? And most importantly, why would I want to? Well, I mean, like, yeah, you're not wrong, Donnie. But recently I stopped doing that. I stopped doing a lot of trades outside of the live, like the only thing I do is kind of like closing maybe during Asian session or anything like that. But even like now, maybe I would only open trades like maybe a couple minutes before the live. If I see an entry, if I don't see it, I'm not doing that on purpose, right? And even when I do take an entry, when I come into the live, the first thing I do, just like the way I did on GU right here, I make sure that I let you guys know where you can re-enter the trades. All right, where you can re-enter the trades, or I'll give you guys a different trade. Like it is live trading, bro. Like, because again, the way I trade, everything is connected, right? If I'm shorting GU, now it means that I can usually find opportunity for you on Euro USD or USDCHF or even AU or even gold. That's what I said. Like if you look at the Friday stream, if you look at like somebody came in and say, oh, look at USDC. Like back to backs, US 30 trade. I don't trade it, but I gave it to him and I gave him an invalidation, a proper breakdown and where it needs to exit and how it can frame it in a way that he is guaranteed to win. That's just it, guys. Like I am not doing anything, but being on the Discord, what I want to do with the Discord, right, is I want to settle down and record like maybe a couple, like, 1 hour, just 1 hour course, right, and give it to you guys so I can have a community. Because again, I feel like I think where I did so many things wrong in the sense that I'm not really showing people how I do things, right? So I sort of like just been handling this like a signal thing, right? And it is wrong, it's not bad, but it's wrong. But again, I want to give people the chance to like, actually like, adapt and understand how to do this themselves. And now this is kind of like a plus. It's kind of like, follow this and so that they can grow quickly. So I would open a chat on there. Like it's going to be a full on the chat and only for the verified members. I don't know. Some people are saying, they prefer they rather kind of like, pay because, their company doesn't use a lot of broker. And some are saying they use prop firm, like, they would prefer, having to pay $25 and not have to worry about it. I'm like, you see that different perspective everywhere, right? So I don't know. But again, that is the whole point. So I just have to get the courses ready, but everything is pretty much still happening in life, to be honest. Oh, right. Right, right, right. I mean, am I regretting I didn't shot this even after knowing it might actually go down? No, I don't regret it. I know I could get a better play. This with J back off, and that's just where he's gonna lose. That's just where he's gonna be. That's where the money is. Chef on an account. If I don't get a rejection back, then I'm not gonna do anything. So words. We'll see. I mean, everything is going, so you know what? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, good, 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 good. Let's see if he's already touching the key zone. Oh, damn, bro. Okay, okay, okay. Time to take it. Time to take it. Time to take it. Time to take it. I want a 25 pip. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna lock this first here. I want to make sure I'm touching that. And yeah, that will be back down to this key zone right here. 25 pips, so 48 pips. I'll take, oh, no, 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 no. No, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll take it. I took the sell. I'll take it like that. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, because I was just waiting, like, you know, I gotta, like, you know, I mean, he's gotta extend a little bit at least before I can actually take it. So, oh my God, this sounds is messing with my fucking head. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't get it, but I'm betting keys on to keys on play right here. Cannot trade. The candle closed. We tap the keys on right there. That's a good one. I mean, the worst case scenario I see here is maybe a little bit here, and it's gonna come down regardless. And if it comes here, I don't think it's gonna actually recover this. I think it's just gonna go down. I think it's just gonna go down. And at that point, this rejects here. I want to see G already down. Do you understand? So that's kind of like what we should see. That's kind of what I want to see, though. No risk, no reward. No risk, no reward. Because I'm sort of looking at it from I'm sort of looking at it from a 1 hour, 4 hour time frame perspective right here. I just think I don't know. We didn't really get anything solid. Didn't get anything solid. Look at that. That is just blasting down, bro. That is just blasting the fuck down. We are already 1 hour into this section right here. And the way this is stalling, I do not like it. It's giving whoom right here. It's giving that. Because it's fixing nicely above the previous daily low right here. But we have a 20 DMA here, so maybe we could extend somewhere around here. Like I said, like in this box is where I have to decide, you know? It comes back here, it needs to reject though. We're gonna see. You're gonna see. Let me just take a full loss on that. Doesn't matter. But somewhere here is where at least the mask, this is the max worst case scenario right here. Going at this and maybe, I don't know. I just have to see how he does that. Nothing really crazy. That is moving. Gold, what is he doing? Yeah, I think if you take gold right now, you could put a stop loss here or something like that, but is it worth it? I mean, like, do you really want to? It has too much. Yeah, but I mean, that candle right there, that close is really good. That candle right there is really good. It's something you can work with. Yep, that candle is good. So it's something you can still work with right here. The 800 EMA, just a little bit. Down to the zone right here. Yeah, this is something everyone can still work with right here. Yeah, this is something we can work with. We didn't get anything, so we just have to work based on the impulse legs and stuff. For me, I want to say this. So I think this is going to be an NY section play though. Asian section play. So we might not, this could go down. So I don't care what everybody is doing. I'm only interested in the upside, right? So when this does this, now if Asian comes in somewhere around here, it comes down with the low right here and fix above the EMA cloud, right? Baseline. Now I'm going to take the buy and I'm going to stretch this all the way out. And on Thursday, since we have sort of important news coming, I think that should work out greatly. Wait, what? We're going down? I'm around $1,700? Really? Damn, bro. I don't know. Like, I think people get it wrong. Do you know it's beyond? This is beyond. What if I tell you that some of the things I'm doing on Just Market, I've tried it on XNES. It didn't even work out. It is just madness on XNES. So, Just Market is a whole ebook regulated broker, bro. So, ain't no way, even if with the affiliate or anything like that, you're getting paid like crazy amount of money because it's a ebook. But if you want to compare this with a guru's broker that doesn't even exist anywhere in the world, you can even find the CEOs and stuff like that. Those gurus make it kill it. But with a Haybook regulated broker, like, bro, like, so the only thing they do is from their commissions, you get a little payment from that. That's just it. But I would rather make sure I'm making money with my own trades. And with my own fucking trades, I'm able to make a lot of people money as well. And in the future, maybe some around the world, they make a lot of money and maybe I might get some good commission from that in the future, but not with a little $1,000, little $5,000. No, not gonna do shit, you know? But if I was promoting, like, let's say an all-regulated broker, like, bro, I would be making it. I wouldn't even have to trade, but I cannot do that. What's the point of that, bro? What message are you sending? I can't do that. I can never do that. I want to trade. And I know how crazy I get when I open a fucking trade and I get kicked out. Like overnight, just because the market shift, just because there's a section change, then my stop loss go wiped out for what? Yeah, that's what you get from XNES. I'm not gonna, like, that is what you get from XNES. Like, I'm using a 2000X leverage on this right now, something like 1500 leverage, right? But the piece that I know that when the market shifts, when the market open and close, I'm still in the trade. That is just it. So no, I'm giving you guys something, a proper setup right here. Use just market is peace of mind, because now it's no longer going to be, oh, I'm getting kicked out of my trades just before anything. No, you're not going to have that situation going on. So you just have to make sure your flips works right. Do you understand? Honestly speaking, I don't know. If you're going to be trading a personal account, just market, honestly speaking. And I would appreciate when you go under me, because I'm going to be providing a lot of help. So it's just good. I mean, it's just market for what? As a matter of fact, I had a lot of my flips started working out when I switched from XNES to just market. I have a lot of my flips work out when I switch. It is crazy. It is very, very crazy. What I'm telling you, the broker, XNES and stuff, if you use 3,000 X and shit, on those brokers, when the market closes in a open, they take advantage, they increase the spread, lock you out of that trade. So majority of the time, you will never see your trade running overnight. They will take advantage of that overnight spread and launch you out of the trades. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So trust me, there's a reason why, even when I talk about Vantage, I want to give people opportunity to be able to be in the Discord, right? But I don't use Vantage, for my kind of trades. I cannot use Vantage because I want to make sure my trades, I can go aggressive and still stay in the trade. But if I use Vantage and I go aggressive, I can go aggressive. But if they start to pull back, I'm going to get margin code out. I'm going to get a margin call, because Vantage, I don't know. So it's not really for my kind of trades, But if I was going to put let's say, a $500,000 on an account at once, which I would never do, I would prefer Vantage in that case. So just market is just sort of where you want to put a $10,000 and be able to roll it 3, 4, 5x. Do you understand? You want to you're not be able to do it quickly. So a lot of people don't understand all these things, and you just feel it's no. I would have I could promote there are other brokers that I could really promote to bank a lot on that. Do you understand? But I have money, so I want to trade, and I don't want to get kicked out of my trades, especially when I'm doing these trades on stream. I don't want to get kicked out. Do you understand? So there is a reason why I'm just so locked in on this. So if you are, at least now that's one problem out of the way. We know now we just have to be right on our trades. Do you feel me? We just have to be right. That's the only problem we just have to worry about. We don't got to worry about somebody kicking us out of the trades. We don't got to worry about when we have to do trades, there's not going to be enough margin and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that. So this is why I kind of what's the point of joining me and trying to want to copy my trades when you're not going to have the margin for it? But again, I lost a lot of my most loyal followers when I decided to only let just market traders on it. This is why I kind of had an advantage, or maybe I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm gonna see how many people of those people kind of when I say, what, I don't have this money, but I still want to be in that. I would rather pay $25 a month and get access to everything. I'm always been okay with that. So maybe I'll give them that other option anyways, maybe if they can use it just market anything, because yeah, it is those people that kind of just jump in with nothing, they don't register with anything. They're not trading anything. They just kind of there to observe. Those are the kind of people that end up saying shit and kind of making life hell for you. So no, I would rather have a few that community, and filled with positivity, positivity and all that. So I would rather have that kind of community, I would kill for that. Where everybody's striving and surviving, everybody's doing good, everybody knows they know what they have to do. They understand it. So just letting anyone in is not gonna work out for me. People don't really take free stuff seriously though. People don't take free stuff seriously. I lost $1,300 in 24 days. Now it's not like I straight up lost it. I've been doing $100 to $900, $100 to $600, $100 to $1,400. I've not been taking this profit. All right. Until recently, and I said, you know what? I don't give a shit. I think I'm just gonna take my profit every single fucking time, and that's just it. That's just it. So it took me 3 days to roll $100 to fucking $2,500. If this tippy hits right now, that's only $4,000 fucking dollars, guys. It took me 3 fucking days, 3 fucking good days. So are you gonna sell me? Are you gonna tell me about profit? Fucking not, bro. But profit is good though. Profit is good. Profit is good. But if you trade, if you take my kind of trades and the way I take it, and you try to flip on a profit account, they're gonna ban you. Because if you can do it so good, then you're gonna be a risk. 100%, you're gonna be a risk. I've tried it with Alpha Capital. I've tried it with Just Market. I've tried it with Alpha Capital. I've tried it with FTMO. I've tried it with Audacity Capital. It's not gonna work. So again, go listen to my yesterday's stream. You understand the setup that I built out for you guys. And that setup, it's guaranteed to make you survive, succeed in trading. I know everybody thinks everybody's studying things to trade, but I'm gonna tell you this. I have been trading in my house all alone for years now. I have never worked at a job. I have never expected salary from anybody. I've never been paid a monthly salary before. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it means to have to wait a month for it. I have never been in that situation. So think about that. I am not a big until recently. I mean, I recently just had what? Is it 12,000 followers? Or is it, I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know what it is, but is it? I just recently had that a couple of months ago when I came back online. But the last few years, I was not online. So no, I was not. I was trading for people, getting commissions from that, making sure I'm able to still, maintain my, that was just it. So I was getting paid heavily on commissions by trading for my rich friends. So yeah, it pays the bill. It was good. I was able to make a lot of money from that. Make a lot of money on a risk-free capital. Risk not on me. So what you learn here today doesn't have to be okay, I want to be able to flip my own money. Could not be that. But what you learn here today, if you can master it, now you can actually now put yourself in a position where if you're so good at it, you do not have to put your own money on the table. You can really go get money from someone else because everybody will want to work with you if you are actually profitable. If you can actually do it, boom. If you have an FTMO account with no restrictions, I would love to work with you. If you can submit a 400K account, we can have a split. I would love to work with you. You can DM me on Instagram. We can run it. I can trade that live, by the way, too. I can trade it live. You might be looking at a 100K account is a $2,500. Is it? Yeah. So you may be looking at potential, possibly 50 to 80K on the year. I don't know. Possibly, but nothing else. But I know it's going to be good. Yeah, the account is going to be under your name, by the way. It's not, it's going to be under mine because my profile is shit right now. Oh, we're rejecting back up now. DYOR is about to break down below the previous daily low. That is really good. I hope you guys caught it. I hope you guys are in on this one. Okay, everything moving nicely. We are up $2,700, bro. We are up $2,700. I think I know DYOR is gonna really touch these keys on there. I know he's gonna do it. I don't even have to wait here though. I might not even have to wait for this full TP right here, because honestly speaking, if EU can really kind of like, drop as well, I might close out maybe January like, $3,500, because, my nightmare begins when I started waiting for my full TP. That's where my nightmare starts. All right. But could you imagine, guys, look at this number, right? Could you imagine starting a business with $100 and in 3 fucking days, you now have a business that makes $1,900 in a day? No, because this is the daily P&L. This is the profit from, let's go. I'll show you this. I'm going to show you. This is it. Do you see the trades? Come on, fucking stop this shit, bro. Look, I'm going to show you this. Why does the, okay, good. Look at this. So I had let's start from the back. All right, full transparency here. This was a trade, USCHF long. We had this trade, it wasn't profit. I did not fake it. I wasn't awake, so I held it. I got stopped out. No biggie, no problem. Then I re-entered the trade at the key zone again, just the way we entered USD, Euro USD at the key zone. At the key zone again, using the proper setup, the intraday model, and I was able to drive these all the way up. Here. It is not a mistake. It is not luck. It is full understanding. Now, that is that. So, that was your USD, by the way. That was USDCHF. So, that is not luck. This is not luck. Do you understand that? I want you guys to understand. Now, that is how I made on the day, I think was it $1,500. Now our balance is at what, $2,500. Now we are currently at 28. This is one day with a business you started with $100. Forget it. Do you know what it takes to have a skill to be able to do that? I can never be, no. Like I said, I've been doing this for 8 years now. All right. But for Forex, I've been doing this for like 5 years since I transitioned to Forex from crypto. And I can tell you, I have been trading the same exact way. If I'm trading on the 4 hours, I'm using the same model. If I'm trading on the 50-minute, I am using the same model from many years ago for those who know me. And now I'm doing this live. This is me going completely out of my comfort zone. And I did it, even after failing multiple times. And you can see that I wasn't really failing. I was just kind of like, doing stupid things, not taking profit, and kind of like, trying to find a balance that really works, that's going to make it fun for me to wake up every day and want to do this, That's just it. That is just it. Now you have a business that makes you $1,800. I mean, like, there's a guy here, I don't know who said it. He's got like a $5,000 funded account. He only has a $500 on that account. $500 margin on the account, bro. But here I am, $100 already profiting $1,700. Do you know how much he has to take to be able to do these numbers on a 5K funded account? And you mean to tell me profit is the way? No, it's not the way. You gotta be able to learn to risk your money and make good money. And now when you're now in a position where you're now at a point where whatever preference account size you want to be playing at, right? Whatever preference size you want to be playing at, right? When you get yourself to about like, okay, imagine this, for example. Now I have $2,500. Now if I want to scale it with profit, what do you think I'm going to do? I am going to buy a 50K profit account. All right? I'm going to buy a 50K profit account. Now, I'm going to trade that with the mindset. Imagine that is going to cost me $300 to get a 50K profit account. $300 fucking dollars, I'm still going to have $200. Do you understand that? Now, if I'm trading a 50K account that I invested $300 from my capital, how do you think I'm going to trade it? I'm going to trade it like it's nothing. And because I'm going to treat it like it's nothing, I'm not going to use 1% risk. I'm going to use 2% risk. And I'm going to try to get 1 or 2, 3, 4 trades and get it over with. Now, think about it versus somebody who thinks profit is the way, and now they're saved up to go and get a 50K profit account. Do you know what that would do? Do you know how they're gonna handle their account? Knowing they saved up for that shit, thinking it's gonna rescue them? No, it's not gonna rescue you, bro. It will not. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna rescue you though. If you know you already have $100, now you cannot put $100 on the game like I did. What are you gonna do? Take it at a time. I'm gonna put it $30, $30, $30. Whenever S7F comes online, I'm gonna try to salvage 1 to 2 hours every single fucking time. So if I do that now, because you only have $100, so when you take a $50 profit, it means a lot to you. When you take a $100 profit, it means a lot. But if you have to take a profit account, the emotion you're gonna feel when you're trading your last penny, you dump it on the profit account. You have to get to phase 1, you have to get to phase 2, and now when you're funded, now it is even more scary from then on. So no, when you go for the other route, build your own money a little bit up and put yourself in a situation where you can keep getting more account. Now you become fearless, and because you're fearless, you're gonna be able to produce an profit account. Now you're gonna play the game the way every single fucking body is playing it online. I'm gonna tell you that. Nobody is going and risking 1% of profit account. Nobody's fucking doing that. Nobody's fucking doing that. But those people that are risking 1% of fucking profit account, even Bernard Shiporinsky, or what his name is, he is not fucking risking 1% on a fucking profit account. When they want to get the evolution done, my boy goes in 5% risk. He goes in 2% risk, and he's getting on that. But Maximize, he goes in full on 4.9, whatever risk it is. And now, I think FTMO banned him from that. I think FTMO fucking banned him. I think that's why I said he wasn't going to mention the name. Because, of course, like, sometimes I understand that he's swinging trades. And for that, he's going to be pushed to want to increase the risk. And the moment you increase the risk, FTMO can no longer, really pinpoint what risk you're using for them to be able to couple that trades and be, and be safe for them. So now that they can't do that, they have to restrict you, bro. They have to say, you know what? Forcefully, please can you just maintain 1% risk? And people with money would never do that. I'm not a millionaire yet, bro. But I cannot fucking risk 1% on a fucking FTM account. I cannot do that, bro. I cannot do that. Do you understand? If I had already maxed it out, like 400K, maybe I would definitely do that, because at 1% would be $4,000 risk a day, right? So maybe I would drop it down to like 2%, 2K risk per trade, so I can still net around $1,500, $15,000 a month. Maybe that's gonna be, but if I have to restart again from evaluation, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it because, again, if I'm gonna use 1% to kind of like, pass those stuff, I can easily kind of like, just focus on my money and do it. So the only thing I can do that on the side. I can do that on the side. Yeah. I can do that on the side. So that is it, guys. That is the model. So don't be saving for shit. Like, don't be saving like, oh, I can't get a profit account. No, you're not going to do shit, bro. Because if you get a profit account and if you're good and you're confident you can do it, just try to like, get 1 or 2 or 3x of that money that you're about to use, and before you actually buy a profit account. So if you're going to buy a profit account, put yourself in a situation where you can keep affording the profit account like 2 or 3 times a month. That way you become fearless and you can play the way everyone is playing it. If you don't play it that way, you're not going to make money. So I'm not forcing this. Buy Asian section, but the moment we fix here, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna buy the fucking thing out, bro. I'm gonna buy the fucking thing out, bro. Like, the fuck? Guys, we're already 1 hour, 20 minutes on this thing. We're already floating $2,700, $2,800, guys. Are we gonna see $3,000 fucking today? What is happening, bro? Come on, do it, chicken. Go on, do it. No, I think we're gonna get a large, massive candle right here, right now. $19,000 on the day, bro. On the fucking day. I said it in one of, pretty much every single one of my streams in the past. I said, there's gonna be a day. You're gonna watch me go in every single day. I'm making $500 a day off a business I started with $100. That day is gonna come. And it don't matter whatever loss I've taken in the past, it's gonna be recovered in a couple days of a successful win. So yeah, this is flipping at its peak. And now you guys are in a front row seat to understand how this is done. I'm gonna restart it. You know what? I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna restart this again. Should we restart it? I'm gonna restart this. I think I don't know. I'm gonna restart this. I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We're gonna put this to a vote. Let's see how many people are funding the account, are handle just market, and when I'm ready to roll this, then maybe I might actually restart it. Maybe it might be fun, It's gonna be good to see many people going from, having 10x, 20x of what they started with. Because now this is 20x of what we started with, right? Damn. I don't want to over leverage this though. But if we take a loss, we're gonna be at $1,500. So what could we do, guys? What could we do? Is there any trade that is already safe? Now, I think GU is safe. Is EU safe? EU is not safe until we are somewhere below here, right? Now, if EU can get below this level right here, we are going to pop in a trade on USCHF. Do you understand that? So that's how I'm going to game the system, is by watching every single one of this trade become safe first before I start adding to the trade again, right? So when things start to go wrong, I'm just going to come to my fucking desktop and I'm going to click this button right here, close all positions, bro. Whatever I take from there, I take it. That's just what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna game it. That's how I'm gonna game it. $2,800, bro. 28. 28, bro. I knew intraday was fun, bro. I knew intraday is always fun, but intraday is fun if you can set a couple rules. What do I mean by that? Intraday is fun if you can say, because with intraday, right? You get locked in with intraday, all right? You get sucked into the idea of wanting to take trades every single fucking time, because especially if you don't have a job, all right? Actually, if you do this full time, right? Because every single time every single time you come to the DEX, to your terminal, right? You see an opportunity. Do you understand? So the only way to survive, the only way I think this worked out nicely is because I conditioned this to majority of my trades being on the stream. All right. And when I'm off stream, I'm not taking extra trades. I am rather closing the trades. And I'm sleeping peacefully during Asian section. I'm sleeping peacefully during London section. The only way I engage in London is if the trade we had from the previous day NY section is still running. Now we might have a business with London, either closing the trade or just letting it run. Do you understand? So that's the only way. That's the only fucking way I would engage in London section trades. But oh yeah, 1 hour and 33 minutes, guys. It will be good. It will be lovely, guys. It will be lovely if we can get one more leg again before going up, and that's gonna be so fucking valid to get this during Asian session. All right. Again, maybe I might take some, but I don't know. But it's gonna be up to you guys. But it's gonna be up to you guys. You guys have to filter out some of the Asian section trades. You guys have to stay out of a lot of them. All right. Or if you're taking Asian section trades with me, I want you to go on a reduced lot size, or reduced risk. All right. Not your regular risk you're gonna be taking during Asian section, during NY section. All right. I don't want you to do that. What is gold doing? Yeah, exactly. I expected that, but I still think maybe just a little bit. I think it's gonna go regardless because we had it on the DMA. Gold can be naughty, but I think it moves very, very fast. Not I think it does move fast. Do you see that? Do you see how the timing could have been? Do you see that? Did you see that? Yep. This, the fuck? Here. And if you want to do it two back-to-back trades, right? If you want to do it two back-to-back trades, right? You're gonna have to do one counter trade and switch on the reversal. So for instance, because someone was asking me, how do you do two back-to-back trades without waiting like a couple days? Now it's gonna be you catching the reversal, you catching the last leg and the reversal. All right. So for instance, let's go again. Let's go again at this. Okay. So let's say I want to do two back-to-back again. This is it, right? Now let's say we had one more leg, and now this is New York section. Okay. So your first back-to-back trade is gonna be taking this one here and bind it all the way to the last leg. You know, when you grab it onto one, now we have this leg right here. Okay. Now, when this leg happens, the moment you see a reversal, now this is going to be your main play for the day. So it's going to be combination of one counter trade, buying the last leg or continuation, and switching on the reversal. So this is going to be the two back-to-back trades. If you want to like really flip every single fucking day, this is how it's going to look like. So you are either taking one leg up. If that doesn't happen, you can flip, like you can have both back-to-back trades in one day. And sometimes it could be getaway. It could be is when you do catch this leg, let's say you didn't catch this leg, right? Maybe this leg wasn't really worth it, you know, before you had that switch, you didn't really go that far, right? Now, when this first leg comes in right here, you take your profit. Now you wait for your pullback, right? Then you rebuy this next leg. Okay, because again, I want you guys to understand that anytime we have a leg like this, a V correction, you have to just buy into that V corrective leg. All right. But when you have a pullback that it already has a divergence, I don't want you to buy into that leg. Do you understand? That's the only way. So this is the model that I've been using. Sometimes when I see it on gold, then I trade. That's when I know I want to record a video. Do you understand that? Now, if I don't say it, I don't record the video. So I just gotta look at it. But again, when I'm making a video, I tend to kind of like not worry about the money. I just want to like, you know, make a video. If I make money, fine. I don't care how many trials it costs me. But again, since it's just $100, it's kind of like giving it money click because I'm making so much more on my big account. So I'm not really, so it's easy for me to do it. But again, I'm giving you guys like, this is how it's done. This is how it is. It is that simple. It is not like a lot of people tend to complicate flipping, and that's why they can't really show it. Like if you look at people that flip, they can't really show it to you. They can't do it. They can show it to you. Like it is fucking crazy. Because why? Because it involves like, you know, sniping like the entries. They won't show it to you, bro. They won't do that. So, but my way of flipping is kind of like less aggressive, but it's very easy to catch. That's just my way. That's just my way. And so every single fucking trade you take adds to your archive in your brain. Like, so you now learn, you know, the patterns, you know, occur like, you know, repeatedly every single fucking time. So it's always the same, though maybe slightly different, but it's always the same. So the more trades you take, the more you understand it. Now, the more you get yourself familiar with it, because just the way I know that this is going to go, but I know this may not go as much, but if it happens as much, I don't care. All right. Because I'm not trying to get the back-to-backs in a day. All right. That's just it. So I'm rather interested in the quality one, like the quality plays, which is what? Having this leg, you know, correctly, like, you know, in place, then having that rejection back up. Now I'm interested in that. That I know I'm going to make money off of, you know, you'd have to know. You know the money making trades. You know the money making trades. You know if one condition is met or a couple conditions are met in the way you trade, you know that is a money making fucking trade. You know that's your money making pattern right there. So once you buy into it, it almost feels guaranteed that you're gonna win. Do you understand? So guys, I want to help out right now. I already spent 30 minutes extra with you guys right here. And it is amazing. It is always amazing to speak to you guys every single fucking day and trade live with you. I want all of you guys to be in the Discord if you can. We're going to readjust the conditions. I don't know, but we're going to make sure every single person that jump in on the Discord can take advantage of the live. All right. Maybe if you want to get like a lot of extra packs and stuff like that, maybe you might have to like maybe verify or other things, but it is not necessary to be there. You know, you can kind of like, be present every day, take advantage of it because I'm breaking it down. You can ask me your invalidations. I'm going to tell you where the invalidations are, what you need to do when this slight changes happen and stuff like that. That is why the live is here. And most importantly, on the same time, I want you guys to be able to do this yourself. I want to see you guys go into other pairs and send it to me and, let me see how you frame them. All right. So that's the course. That's the video I'm trying to record for you guys so you guys can really understand this. I'm going to try to bring a lot of patterns for you guys to really, really understand this. Okay. I'm going to bring a lot. I'm going to try to put a lot in it. And I'm going to make sure that what this video targets every single thing, every single scenario is like you could ever see, like you would be playing, you'll be seeing every single fucking day. All right. So guys, that's going to be all for today stream. And let me see something I'm gonna try to record. Let me see if it's gonna use a lot of my fucking GPU, guys. Let me see that. Oh, I see. Can I record? Oh, I can't record. I cannot record while I'm streaming. That use a lot of my power. All right. Okay, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. So. All right, guys. Have a great day. Hopefully we see a win by the end of the day. I think we're going to see a win though. If we don't see a win, we're going to manipulate the fuck out of the fucking market. Maybe close some, give the other one more room to kind of like, use the equity, kind of like that. We can get creative and kind of like, manage one position and still be able to achieve the same goal. All right.